Start at 1.
Haggai chapter 1, verse 1. In the second year of Darius the king, in the 6th month, in the first day of the month, came the word of the Lord by Haggai, the prophet, unto Zerubbabel, the son of Shealtiel.
Right, so the Spirit is now getting on the men of the Lord. Look, it's time to rebuild this thing. Temple had fell. All right, the customs wasn't really being practiced at an all-time like amongst the nation. Wasn't a normal thing. They looked around and said, man, you know what, man, fuck that. It's time to build. Now, when you get 1 Peter 2 and start at 7, all right? Now, our house is a spiritual house, man. We're building a spiritual house, man. All right? This is not a physical, you not got men trying to glory in a physical temple. No, we're glorying in the spiritual temple. All right, through Yahushua, all right, Masayah, all through the inspiration of the Father. All right, go ahead.
1 Peter 2 and 5. Ye also, as lively stones, are built up a spiritual house, and holy priesthood, to offer up spiritual sacrifices.
The house of David, go ahead.
Spiritual sacrifices.
Spiritual sacrifices. Not carnal sacrifices. Okay, go ahead.
Spiritual sacrifices. This is acceptable to Yahweh by Yahushua Mashiach.
Right.
Wherefore, also it is contained in the scripture, behold, I lay in Zion a chief cornerstone, elect, precious. All right, this chief cornerstone is elect and precious. And he that believeth on him shall not be confounded. Okay, so it's required for us to believe on this chief cornerstone that is elect and that is precious. Okay? That he that believeth on him shall not be confounded. So in the belief, we are to come into the word of the Heavenly Father and get the understanding of Yahweh and Yahushua. Okay? And we go out and do the ministry and confess that belief and have a testimony of Yahushua. Okay? Verse 7. Unto you therefore which believe, he is precious. See, there's a lot of people who don't believe he is precious. They think that he is just another stone. Okay? They think that they're on the same level as Yahushua. That they can circumvent or go around Yahushua. You can't.
Right.
Until you therefore which believe he is precious.
Right.
But unto them which be disobedient, the stone which the builders disallowed, the same is made the head of the corner. Let's get that word disallowed.
Right.
Let's get that word disallowed.
Did you read the part about the spiritual house being built? Okay. So we're going to get into the story of Haggai in a minute, but the house now is spiritual. We'll get to it.
Okay, this word disallowed in the Greek.
Strong's G 593. Apadakimazo. Apadakimazo.
Apadakimazo. Okay, to disapprove, reject, repudiate. Okay? So you're going to have disobedient, badass kids.
Yeah.
Badass kids who disallow that stone in the buildings, man.
They don't think they need it because they believe in themselves ultimately.
Okay. Verse 8. And a stone of stumbling and a rock of offense, even to them which stumble at the word, being disobedient, whereunto also they were appointed. They were appointed to be disobedient.
Yeah, they were as naturally group beasts made to be taken. A part of the Most High, part of his story through his word was to create niggas just to die, to give his men hell, man. Okay? So let's go back here to Haggai. So start over.
Haggai chapter 1, verse 1. In the second year of Darius the king, in the 6th month, in the first day of the month.
Darius the king is someone you can look up on Wikipedia, just like you can look up Michael Jordan, who has history. For you niggas out there saying the Bible ain't real. Go ahead.
came the word of the
Because
Lord.
some of the figures that you believe in don't have no manuscripts really to back up their existence, man. But the Bible has over 30,000 manuscripts that back up its existence, man. But once again, we're here for spiritual things. We don't we look at that and it helps build our faith, but overall it's about the faith, man. Go ahead.
Came the word of the Lord by Haggai the prophet unto Zerubbabel the son of Shealtiel.
Now I think the word Haggai means festive. Look it up. I believe it means. Just read one. This is a time of festive in the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. Or yeah.
Haggai,
Right.
festive.
Festive. It's a time to a feast, man. Okay?
Let's see.
In the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Gathering.
Yeah. Chag, which is festive.
That's the root word for it. Go ahead.
Yeah, the root word. Feast, festive gathering, pilgrim feast, feast.
Ain't we pilgrims?
Yep. And then he lay a table out.
Didn't he say I gave you a table in the sight of your enemies?
Mm-hmm.
All right. From the face of the serpent. Go ahead.
Festival sacrifice.
All right. So there you go. This is the time we're living in, man. So the word, the spirit grew on Haggai. Go ahead.
Governor of Judah, and to Joshua the son of Josedek
Was ordered back then, man. Now people would have told Haggai, you said you the one, nigga, shut up. Go ahead.
the high priest, saying, Thus speaketh the Lord of hosts, saying, This people say, the time does not come, the time that the Lord's house should be built. Then came the word of the Lord by Haggai the prophet, saying, Is it time for you, O ye, to dwell in your sealed houses?
Is it time for you, O ye, when you look up sealy, it's wood. You niggas sitting here in these cheap ass wooden houses, your damn neighbor here, you turn your jazz on fucking 3, the neighbor knocking on the goddamn wall. You cook some goddamn chili beans, the neighbor smell it. You have sex, the neighbor hear it. Sitting in your stupid ass houses acting like you on some level, man. Read that again.
Is it time for you, O ye, to dwell in your sealed houses, and this house lie waste?
And this house lies waste, man. Look here. The nation of Israel lies waste. And you niggas dwell all your energy to sit in your fucking house and comment all day and talk shit, man. And really believe you're doing the work. Now, we do talk shit. Talking shit, man, well, that's another thing, man. Talking shit is a part of our culture, man. That's what the men of the Lord always did, man. Why is everybody so sensitive, man? God damn. Because you niggas can talk about us. You can say whatever you want about us, man. We ain't gonna stop. But you niggas, once you get talked about, you stop and defend every point about your goddamn self. Go ahead.
Then came the word of verse 5. Now therefore, thus saith the Lord of hosts, consider your ways.
Consider your ways. It's not time for niggas to be sitting around playing games and laughing, saying you believe in this truth, man. You're supposed to be prophesying, man. You're supposed to be teaching. You're supposed to be pushing forth the word. Be a part of the change that you want to see on the earth, man. I want the kingdom to come. Well, I'm going to talk about the kingdom till it comes. That's why it's beautiful that the Apostle Tahar put out that decree, which it's going to make you go harder, man. And that is needed because what does the scripture say in Revelation 12? Get Revelation 12 real quick. It says everybody believes in the Bible, right? Everybody's debating over the Bible. Well, let's read what it says. Is it going to be a confounding GMS that's going to overcome this devil? What's going to overcome this devil? Where it say, and overcame him by the blood of the Lamb.
Yeah. Revelation 12:11, and they overcame him by...
Who is in him? The so-called white man, the devil, Satan. We are going to overcome him. All of the complaints that niggas have in the conscious community, all of the complaints that niggas have at work, all of the complaints that niggas have when they land on the hospital bed, all that's going to be wiped away, man. Okay? Through the word. Go ahead.
And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb
Mm-hmm.
and by the word of their testimony.
And there's men on the earth that has already overcame this thing. There's certain people that still gonna have to feel the sting of Satan, man. There's certain men that have been cut off from that judgment. And there may be certain men that have to suffer that judgment, but they're gonna be on the chariot as a part of the body, receiving the men up from that's on the earth, man. So if you of that number, there's no way you lose when Yasharahla comes. When Yasharahla comes back, that's when everything is going to be put into its perspective. We go see. Go ahead.
And they loved not their lives unto death.
And they love not their lives unto death. So we overcame him by the blood of the Lamb, the sacrifice, all right, that Yasharahla made for us. Because once he was nailed to it, he said it is done. All right, once it was done, the word is faithful, man. Okay? Then he resurrected, and now we have the Holy Spirit. And we're being resurrected as men on the planet Earth, man. Okay? So it's going to be the word that overcomes this devil. Okay? The magnifying of the word, not the magnifying of getting on GMS. Now within that, if that's a part of your faith, okay, getting on us, we the false prophets, it's like we call y'all the false prophets. But also we prophesy. Also we go into the word. Also you faithfully see us. Because the scriptures get that where it said, well, if you got something, bring it out.
This is a testimony when you look it up in the Vine's Expository Dictionary of New Testament words. This testimony, witness, evidence, testimony is almost always rendered witness. When you read down, it says the statement of the testimony of Yahweh is the spirit of prophecy, is to be understood in the light, i.g., of the testimony concerning Mashiach Yahweh and Israel in the Psalms, which will be used by the godly Jewish remnant in the coming time of Jacob's trouble.
Hey, brothers, too, don't let these niggas, don't worry about them. We have the spirit is in control. You see when Mayweather be pop getting niggas be thinking they throwing them punches, let them throw them, man. They ain't landing shit. Don't worry about them, man. Don't respond to them. Let them have their have. Now, if you go back and forth with them sometimes, cool. But right now, look, don't worry about them. They're lost. They ain't got it. They ain't got no solution. All they're doing is talking shit. You know how Mayweather, when Oscar De La Hoya was throwing all them punches, then he just stopped and said, they ain't landing nothing, man. The spirit of Yahweh Shai is controlling with a simple jab. Faith. Go ahead.
That's right. With a simple jab.
Go ahead.
All such testimony centers in and points to Christ, the Yahweh Shai Mashiach.
The Messiah, baby.
That's the testimony.
The testimony is of the Messiah. The testimony is of the Word. That's all you know. Don't try to act like you understand the Most High. Go out there and testify of infinity and see how stupid your ass look, because you don't understand it. Go out there and do it, since it's Yahweh. Go out there and testify of Yahweh then. Go out there and talk about how he is and how he exists. He exists through his word, baby. And that's for us on the earth. Now, we're going to come to higher understandings when we get to the kingdom, when we get glorified. But even still, Yahweh is on a whole nother level, baby. You can't fathom it, okay? Even with Yahweh Shai, there are certain things that I'm just now really coming to grips with in my mind. Through the brothers preaching, through the apostles preaching, through these lessons that have came out over the last month or so, there's a lot that I'm just now coming to grips with. I knew and I understood it. That's why you got to be humble, man. You got some more?
No, that's it.
Where was we at? All right, so the spiritual house, Revelation, the spiritual house, we everywhere.
We was in Revelation talking about how that
the word is going to
overcome.
Yeah, the word is going to overcome him, man. So if you believe in the Bible, what about the word? What about the word? Okay, GMS is wicked. Okay, blah, blah, blah. And you got certain men out there who got a problem with controversy, too. We may get into it today, we may not, but controversy is a part of the Bible. What the hell is wrong with you? Who do you think all this bullshit is happening in the world? Because by chance? All the controversy in the world, all the controversy that's in the Bible, all the controversy with Yahweh, all the controversy with Paul. But niggas think they gonna come here today. I just want to learn, man. Fuck you. Fuck you niggas, man. Go ahead, buddy. Yeah, Haggai. Go back to Haggai. Jake make you mad, man. God damn niggas, man. But you understand what Yasharahla went through now. That you looking at niggas and you like, fuck, what's wrong with them?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, you chosen.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, you gonna have the kingdom, but that's somehow you don't want to deal with everything else that comes with it, man. Ugh. But see, Yasharahla is gonna purge the world of niggas, and we all will be on the same level. See, in the kingdom of heaven, we gonna see General Yohana, man, hug him. We gonna see Nate. We gonna hug him, man. We gonna see the lemur, hug him. He ain't gonna be, these niggas ain't gonna be wicked no more.
Stupid ass differences and
all of that stuff is gonna be
what they
wiped
want
out,
to
man.
do.
You see? But that's in the kingdom. But right here, you gotta deal with what the word said. The word said it was gonna be controversy, so nigga, it's gonna be controversy. If you got a problem with it, take your ass on a mountain somewhere and learn another truth. Because this truth right here deals with controversy, man.
Even the Lord said himself, he gonna bring division, man. When there's division, there's problems.
Yeah.
People divided against each other with their ideas, man.
Yeah.
So the Lord even said that in his mouth.
Right. Go ahead.
So Haggai chapter 1, verse 6. You have sown much and bring in little. You eat.
You sow much and bring in little, man. As much vibe and energy you give to this place, America, you ain't getting nothing but a crumb, man. Like Lazarus. Go ahead.
But you
Niggas
have,
are happy with the crumb, man. Go ahead.
You eat, but you have not enough.
You eat, but you have not enough. You're in hell. The curses Prince. He just won a battle to get all the rights to his music. He just ends up dying over the food. Nigga, a vegan, die over the food. I eat meat and get over the goddamn flu. But Prince, nigga with 10 million billions of dollars, just dies. You ain't gonna win carnally, baby. Okay? This devil has control. This is his thing. Go ahead. Like it said, whose face is on this coin? You see? This is the prince of the power of the air right here, man. He was given dominion and rulership over this carnal existence. This is his blessing. You gotta live it out. And within that, there's gonna be controversy, man. You got something? Oh, no, go ahead.
Alright, back in Haggai 1:6. You have sown much and bring in little.
Mm-hmm.
You eat, but you have not enough.
Right. It's not time for you to sit in your sealy houses while the nation of Israel lies waste, man. It's time for us to push the word and be an example of the change we want to see on the earth through magnifying the word 2 times a week. If you want to go more, go more. 2 times a week, that's the standard that's being set. Are you going to meet that? Go ahead. You believe that you really want this kingdom to come on earth? Well, talk about it, nigga. Not nigga, but brother. Salaki. Salaki through the spirit. I ain't calling none of you brothers niggas. But you understand what I'm saying. Go ahead.
You drink, but ye are not filled with drink. You clothe you, but there is none warm.
You drink, but you're not filled with drink. No matter how drunk we get, at the end of that drunkenness, if it's not a hangover, you got to wake up and go to work. If it's not work, you got to wake up and your child is there, and your child is influenced by all types of outside energy. You see? So either way it goes, you in hell, man. What more to do but rebuild this destroyed temple, man? Like Haggai is talking about here. Go ahead.
And he that earneth wages to put it into a bag with holes.
Right. He that earneth wages to put it with a bag. So at this point, we see the Illuminati's here. We see all this bullshit. What else is there to do, man? Okay, the Lord gives you daily bread. Okay, the Lord has you into a particular thing. But what else is there to do but talk about the kingdom of heaven, man? Faggots are everywhere. You look in the sky. You take a walk. Like I went bike ride this morning, man. 7 miles. You ride and then you look in the sky. It's a damn chemtrail. As beautiful as the water in the lake is, the chemtrail. What more to do than to prophesy the end of chemtrail? Huh? Go ahead.
Verse 7. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, consider your ways.
Because the earth, even with Esau ruining it, there's still beauty to the earth. How much more when Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai sit on that throne on the right-hand side and rule this whole earth under his righteous vibration instead of his the balance of him in wickedness. How much more, man? We gonna be happy as hell, man. Hey, I love this scripture. We gonna get Zechariah 8. Because I had a child. See, all my life, I was like, I don't want no child, man. I don't want no child. But the Lord gave me one. Now I see and now I understand the beauty of children, man. Don't you know Yahushua is going to end us worrying about our... Do you realize how fucked up it is to have a child and worry? That's why, brothers, if you don't have no children, don't have no children. Now, Yahushua is the end-all, be-all of that decision. If he wants you to... your seed to go into a woman and the child will come forth for judgment or wickedness, it's going to happen. I'm not saying that, but having a child and having a woman and having all this, it's a whole other worry, man, that you ain't, right now it ain't conducive to what the vibration that's going on. We at war. We're building that wall. Go ahead.
Verse 8, go up to the mountain and bring wood and build the house.
Go up to the mountain, bring wood, get your ass to work. Go up to the mountain, do the work, help the body. All this sitting around, looking in the sky, give a brother your beer, you want some gum? Fuck all that shit, man.
Yeah.
I don't want no gum, I want a precept, man. Go ahead. Yeah, he got one.
Right. Hebrews 6:10. For the Most High is not unrighteous to forget your work.
Mm-hmm.
Now we talked about how we're talking the building here. And we're talking about building a spiritual house. Now we're talking about that work that goes into building a spiritual house, right? Right. For the Most High is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love, which ye have showed toward His name, in that ye have ministered to the saints and do minister. Okay, so this is the work, this is the labor of love that we have, is the ministering of Yahweh, Bashem Yahushua, is the confession of Yahushua, is the testimony of Yahushua Mashiach. Okay, verse 11. And we desire that every one of you do show the same diligence to the full assurance of hope until the end. Alright, for us brothers that have been in the camp for more than 2 years, is the basic standard that you put up 2 videos and then you go to the preaching. Right? And that's very, very doable, man. That you show diligence.
Hey, and being that all of your hell is all of everything you're complaining about is going to be ended through your message.
Right.
Huh?
Right. It says that ye be not slothful, but followers of them who through faith and patience inherit the promises. Mm-hmm. Okay? So that you be found not slothful while doing this ministry. Okay? I want to give one more scripture. Did you have a precept? No. Alright, I'm going to read this. This is 2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 5. But watch thou in all things, endure afflictions, do the work of an evangelist.
Do the work of the evangelist, man. What's that? It's a teacher. So you got to go out there and push the word. And like the brothers can bring out that decree, man. That's what you're supposed to do. That's a commandment. So I'll start over here, bro. Right.
It says, but watch thou in all things, endure afflictions.
Right, endure the afflictions, so you don't catch hell for preaching His word. So we got to endure that. And when you teach them, that builds you up, man. When you constantly endure, you get stronger. That word endure means to make hard. So you got to endure your afflictions. Go ahead.
Right. Do the work of an evangelist. Make full proof of thy ministry.
Make proof. Hey, I believe in Yahweh Shemel Shai. Okay, we'll talk about it.
Okay?
See?
It says make full proof of the ministry. Okay? Now, we look up this word ministry. Okay? It says,
Strong's G 1248. Diakonia.
diakonia, service, ministering, especially of those who execute the commands of others. Alright, whose commandments? Yahushua's commandments. of those who by the command of the Most High proclaim and promote religion among men, of the office of Moses, of the office of the apostles, and its administration, of the office of prophets, evangelists, elders, etc. Subsection 3. The ministration of those who render to others the offices of Christian affection, especially those who help meet need by either collecting or distributing of charities, the office of the deacon in the church, the servants of those who prepare and present food. Okay? Now, let's go into the root word. The ikanos, it says, one who executes the commands of other, especially of a master, a servant, attendant, minister, the servant of the king.
Who's the king? Yasharahla.
Boom. That's exactly right, man. But one more thing.
He's your king, and he has a king over him. All right.
Yeah, that's it.
Ephesians chapter 2, starting at verse 19. Now therefore ye are no more strangers and foreigners, but fellow citizens with the saints and the household of the Most High, and are built upon the foundation of the apostles and prophets, Yasharahla himself.
Hey, you gotta be like water in this truth, man. Okay? You can't be moved by all somebody talking about you, man. Okay, now if they slander your name, hey, you could, you know, brothers, you know, sometimes there's certain things you defend, but don't be moved by the shit that these people are saying, man. That's a part of what you signed up for, man. You're gonna be called certain things, and it may not ever come out that ain't true about you, but that's about the sacrifice you're becoming, man. Go ahead.
And are built upon the foundation of the apostles and the prophets,
Who were talked about, go ahead.
Yasharahla himself being the chief cornerstone.
Hey, and that came out again through the Spirit, man. The apostles are back here today, whether you want to believe it or not. Go ahead.
In whom all the building fitly framed together groweth unto an holy temple in the Lord Yahweh, in whom ye also are builded together for an habitation of the Most High through the Spirit.
That's right. Go back to Haggai. Yeah, people don't understand the Spirit. People ain't in the Spirit. Okay? They try to act like their carnal existence trumps the Spirit. And you lose. Go ahead.
Back in Haggai chapter 1, I said verse 8, go up to the mountain and bring wood and build the house, and I will take pleasure in it, and I will be glorified, said the Lord. Ye looked for much, and lo, it came to little.
It came to little. We looked for much, and it came to little. Now we have the chance, all right, to see everything that we've wished for. All the hell that we catch and be ended. So how much more do we talk about it? Okay? There's various ways you can do videos, man, and bring out certain things, man. Okay? The world is being ran under the fractional reserve banking. Well, let's talk about usury in the law. That's not forbidden. Go on to certain laws. Hey, well, America does this. They're against the Bible. Yahweh said this. This is what they doing. The prophet said this. This is what's happening. The Bible is faithful. The word is, there's various ways to magnify the word. I got cut with this scripture right here, so this is an example to you brothers, man. Don't do this, don't do that. Various ways to bring out the word, man. It's too much going on. It's too vast. Living waters ain't stagnant, man. Although the water is coming down the waterfall, it's still somewhere. It ain't gone. You can always go back and find a video on something that you need edification on, man. That's how it should be amongst the truth, man. If we believe that this is the truth. Go ahead.
Romans chapter 12, starting verse 10. Be kindly affectionate one toward another with brotherly love.
This is talking about the body, not with niggas, man. People try to take the message of the Messiah and his disciples and his men and make it for everybody. That ain't how this thing works, man. Right? Go ahead.
In honor, preferring one another, not slothful in business.
Get him back. You gotta get the chief on the board.
Verse 11. Not slothful in business, fervent in spirit, serving the Lord, rejoicing in hope, patient in tribulation, continuing instant in prayer, distributing to the necessity of saints, giving to hospitality.
That's right.
And that's what we put man to do, man. He said not being slothful in business, so you gotta go out there and push his word, man. Whatever capacity that Yahweh Shem Yahshua has blessed you with. Be fervent in the spirit. It needs to be on fire.
Because the nigga got a oil business. He got all the Egyptian musk lined up with the bottles, how much he charged for them, this and that. How much more of this business right here? This is serious business, baby.
All right, we got the brother Yatazak on the line, man. You got a few comments. You on, brother?
Shalom, Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakatham. Man, you remember how back in, I think that's in Nehemiah where it talked about how we was rebuilding the temple.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that.
And you had the people that was running up. And they actually had to fight them out physically with swords. You know what I'm saying? Just imagine trying to build a building, but you still gotta have somebody on post. You still gotta have somebody, you know what I'm saying, to watch out for the dudes that's running up, trying to kick over the ladder and trying to mess up the mortar and all this type of stuff, right? That's the same thing. Just like how we went into the story of Gideon a couple of weeks ago, and all these stories are happening. They happen physically back then because it's a part of the history. But what you have to realize now, with these things being written aforetime for our learning, you have to understand that those stories are still happening today spiritually. You know what I'm saying? You remember when the Lord said, I'm going to rebuild this temple in 3 days and everybody lost their mind?
Yeah.
We in the third day, rebuilding the temple. You know what I'm saying? And then you got these dudes on the comment board. You got these dudes on the comment board that want to try to take a whiz in your mortar. You know what I'm saying? You got ones that want to try to kick your ladder over. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker gonna hit your hammer. You got all these different things going on, and people don't understand. A spiritual man sees these things and understand how to keep moving towards that. The temple is gonna get rebuilt. It's prophesied. So just get that out your head right now. You cannot do nothing against the word. You can only do something for it. So the scoffers and the hammer hiders and the ladder kickers, you know what I'm saying? These niggas was put here for the simple fact that it has to be opposition. You know what I'm saying? The Lord being a man of war means that he loves to see opposition. He want to see who gonna win this fight. You know what I'm saying? And the difference between the men of the Lord and everybody else is the belief that this temple is going to be built either way it goes. Because it's the will of the Heavenly Father at the end of the day. I've been looking at the comment board and I've been seeing people saying all kind of crazy stuff, but that's cool. Do your job. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna sidekick your bitch ass out the way. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna keep my hammer moving with the other hand. You know what I'm saying? The Most High gave us the tools, homie. He gave us the tools to be able to get this temple built, man, and we believe that it's gonna be built. So goddamn it, it's gonna be built.
That's right.
You can stay on the comment board. You can say whatever you want to say. You know what I'm saying? But I had to say that, brother. Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakatham. Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakatham. Give it to these faggots, man.
Hey,
right.
Shalom, man.
Hey, that's right. That's right, man. This temple gonna be built whether you niggas are we want to help build it or you don't. It's gonna be built. Okay? Because it was prophesied that it was going to be built. We're going to get that in Haggai. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah.
So back in Haggai chapter 1.
Oh, you got something?
Well, I have one more point to just go into it because I want to make sure that brothers understand that the laboring and the way that it's being built is through the ministry. And that's why Apostle Tahar is hinging on the fact that brothers need to push the word. If you receive the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, then it's going to be conducive with preaching and confessing and announcing it, man. That's the work. That's the labor, okay? So I want to give one more example out of the scriptures, and then we're going to go right back and finish up the point. This is Romans the 15th chapter and 14 verses says, And I myself also am persuaded of you, my brethren, that ye also are full of goodness, filled with all knowledge, able also to admonish one another. Nevertheless, brethren, I have written the more boldly unto you in some sort, as putting you in mind because of the grace that is given to me of the Most High, that I should be a minister of Yahushua Mashiach to the Gentiles, ministering the gospel of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, that the offering up of the Gentiles might be acceptable, being sanctified by the Holy Ghost. Okay? So let's go into this word minister. It's another word. Okay?
Strong's G 3011. Liturgos. Liturgos.
Liturgos, which is Strong's 3011, is a public minister, a servant of the state, a minister, servant, so of military laborers of the temple, of one busy with holy things, of a priest, of the servants of a king. Okay, so the ministering is the ones who are servants, who are builders within the temple, man, within the priesthood.
Not making rap videos, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right. So when you go to let's see. Yeah, when you go to that word minister in the Vine's Expository Dictionary of New Testament words, it says, denoted among the Greeks, firstly, one who discharges a public office at his own expense. In the general, a public servant, minister. Subsection A, of Mashiach. Woo! As a minister of the sanctuary, of angels, of the Apostle Paul, and the evangelical ministry of fulfilling it as a serving priest. That he used it figuratively, not in an ecclesiastical sense. It's obvious from the context. Epaphroditus as ministering to Paul's needs on behalf of the church. That's really the point on that, man. So, I was reading that because I just want to bolster the fact that the work in the ministering and the labor of this thing, it's all together. That's right, because the body of the temple of Yahweh Shem Yahushua is the men. That's when you can go to, let me get this real quick. I want to get this in 2 Corinthians, the 3rd chapter, one of my favorite chapters and verses. 2 Corinthians 3:1. Do we begin again to commend ourselves, or need we, as some others, epistles of commendation to you, or letters of commendation from you? Ye are our epistle, written in our hearts, known and read of all. Okay?
Videos are epistles.
Mm-hmm. So that's the work that's being done, man. And that's that body that we talked about in the book of Peter, because we are the spiritual house. Mm-hmm. We are the spiritual house, man. And it's all, the foundation of that thing is laid upon Yahweh.
That's right. Let them be tacky. Let them be tacky. Don't let them niggas get you out of your character. Build.
That's right, man.
Don't let your woman get you out of you women. We're going to get it right back to you women who are dealing with the men of the Lord. You ain't going to get the everyday communication. Oh, we ain't going to open up to you all the time. It's going to be very minimal the time you really get to talk to us and really get our energy, man. It's not going to be because we're building, man. So you want to shout out to leave me the fuck alone, man.
Yeah.
Leave the men of the Lord alone and let us do what we got to do, man.
Yeah, but you're not, man. And it's just war proof because it's all set in prophecy.
That's right.
It's all set in prophecy.
Everything is against the men of the Lord, man.
Mm-hmm. And it's the way it's got to be, man. But how are you going to be strengthened in your faith? Right. All right? You're going to do it by the work. The work is the ministry. Right. All right? That's why Apostle Hall was like, look, get your ass up there and stop being a third titty.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Do the work if you believe in it. Right? So it's a beautiful thing that's being pushed out, man. And, and if you're in this thing, you should be more than happy to do the work of Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Right. Right.
Okay.
Now let's get back to Haggai, and then jump to verse 12.
Oh, I want to read this because this is a good point towards the building, right?
Right.
Apostle Hall put on Revelation 21:2, and I John saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from the Most High out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned with her husband. All right, that's talking about the chosen, the elect, coming down, man.
And the men of the Lord have to prepare that.
All right,
that's their job.
We are that holy city. We are that building.
Okay, that's right.
Okay.
That's right. Let's go back to Haggai. Jump to 12, and then you get Zechariah 4:7. Because Zerubbabel is important. He's back here today. Okay, go ahead.
Haggai chapter 1 verse 12. Then Zerubbabel the son of Shealtiel.
So he was the beginning of this whole. Look, let's get the fuck up. The damn look at the nation, man. Look at the temple, man. Fuck all that shit. Fuck all that partying. Look, man. Let's build. Let's build this thing back up. Zerubbabel was a very influential character within that story. You see?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
And Joshua the son of Josedek, the high priest, with all the remnant of the people, obeyed the voice of the Lord their power.
They obeyed what?
They obeyed the voice.
What's the voice of the Lord the power, man? Get your ass out there on the highways about do the work. If you love me, feed my flock. That's what his word said. Huh? Everybody believes, but when it comes to doing the work, everybody wants to sit the fuck back and ride the backs of the men that's doing the work, man. Get your ass out there and do the work, man. I'll do the work with you, man. Hey, brother, hey, man, we gonna figure out how to do this work. But don't call me all the goddamn time. I don't like talking on the phone like that, man. Go ahead.
In the words of Haggai the prophets.
Start over on that point.
Haggai 1:12. Then Zerubbabel the son of Shealtiel and Joshua the son of Josedek, the high priest.
The high priest. Which we ain't gonna even go there. Go ahead.
With all the remnant of the people,
right,
obeyed the voice of the Lord their power, and the words of Haggai the prophet, as the Lord their power had sent it. And the people did fear before the Lord.
They feared before the Lord. This is how people feared before the leadership that pushed them to get off your lazy ass and push the word.
Come on, let's go.
Come on. Okay, you love Israel. Everybody talking about how they miss this and how they miss Zion and all that. Okay, well build. Let's build the temple then. Get Zechariah 4:7. Let's read about Zerubbabel. Let's read about Zerubbabel, destroyer of Baal. Read that. Get his name. I think it's destroyer of Baal. I think so.
All right. Zerubbabel is sown in Babylon.
Sown in something of Babylon. Go ahead.
All right. It says grandson of King Joachim, the leader of the first people returning exile.
All right. So sown in Babylon. Go ahead.
No.
You got something. No, that's it. Now go back. No, I think it was Caleb or something he did that was
so
destroyed.
the word is Zerub. The ball, it says to dry up, to be worn, to be burned, to be scorched.
All right. Go ahead.
All right. So going back to Zechariah chapter 4, verse 7. Who art thou, O great mountain?
So Zerubbabel is a great mountain, man. He's back here, man. And he's pushing and influencing the church to build. Now, Jake, what's what you saying such and such as Zerubbabel? Look, man, all I'm doing is reading the Bible, man. You put the pieces where they lay. Just reading scripture.
He's saying, who art thou, O great mountain?
Right.
It says, before the Zerubbabel, like
right.
on the Zerubbabel, thou shalt become a plain.
Thou shalt become a plain. Government. Go ahead.
And he shall bring forth the headstone thereof with shouting.
He shall bring forth the head. Who's the headstone? The chief corner. Who's the chief cornerstone? Who's pushing Yasharahla, man? Huh? In the midst of all of this madness and mess and all of this controversy and BS amongst Israel, who's pushing Yasharahla? Who's pushing the chief cornerstone of the building? I'll wait. Who's defending his name and defending the gospel? I'll wait. Go ahead. Is there some more? You got something?
I was looking at that word, but it's basically going into stone.
Right. Right. Go ahead.
Stone,
Go ahead.
Whereof with shouting, crying, you start at the top. Who art thou, O great mountain? Before Zerubbabel, thou shalt become a plain, and he shall bring forth the headstone thereof with shouting, crying.
With shouting. Go ahead.
Crying, grace, grace unto it.
Woo! Now go back and read. Go to verse 13 and 14. So we going back to Haggai. Woo! This is beautiful, man. I was like, I learn as we teach, you know, certain things that come to me. Go ahead.
So Haggai 1:13. Then spake Haggai the Lord's messenger and the Lord's message unto the people, saying, I am with you, said the Lord.
I am with you, man. You got to believe and have faith that Yahweh Shemi Shai is with you, even if it ends in your death. Even if you're being put out there in a negative light amongst everybody. You got to believe that Yahweh Shemi Shai is with you, man. Because that happened to all our forefathers. Who the fuck are you that in the last days when the kingdom is about to be built, that you ain't got to go through nothing, man? Go ahead, brother.
He said the servant is not greater than his master.
That's right, man.
Verse 14. And the Lord stirred up the spirit of Zerubbabel.
He stirred up the spirit of Zerubbabel. Go ahead.
The son of Shealtiel, governor of Judah, and the spirit of Joshua, the son of Josedek, the high priest, and the spirit of all.
So they just start, man, let's build this temple up, man. Fuck about you got all these niggas sitting around in their house playing games, talking about they believe. What the fuck you doing? That's leadership, man. That's what the real men of the Lord did. Get Sirach 44. Go ahead, brother. Or 43, where it talks about the men of the Lord. Go ahead.
And the spirit of all the remnant of the people. And they came and did work in the house of the Lord.
They came and did work, man. In the house of the Lord. To rebuild the temple, man. We get the fuck out of here, man.
Right. Yeah, man. Work in.
Put the work in. You believe? You believe? Show it. Show the world. Go ahead, brother.
All right. And the spirit of all the remnant of the people, and they came and did the work in the house of the Lord of hosts. That's how.
They came and they did the work, man. Okay? Go ahead, brother.
Now, we want to start in 44, we're talking about Noah and Abraham.
All of the men of the Lord. Just read their attributes.
Okay. Sirach chapter 44, verse 1. Let us now praise famous men and our fathers that begat us. The Lord hath wrought great glory by them.
Right. The Lord wrought great glory by the miracles and by the men of the Lord. Salakia, man. He wrought great miracles by them, man. He showed his power through them, man. And they back here on the earth, man, being disrespected, man, at an all-time high, man. Go ahead, brother.
Such as, he said, the Lord hath wrought great glory by them through this great power from the beginning, such as did bear rule in their kingdom.
They bear rule, go ahead.
Men renowned from their for their power.
For their power. These men are supposed to be about the power. Not about no carnal gain, not about no earthly victory, about the overall victory of Yahweh Shemi Shai, man. Go ahead.
Men renowned for their power, giving counsels by their understanding and declaring prophecies.
In declaring prophecies. The men that are to be praised declared prophecies. They wasn't making rap videos, bullshit, playing around, making chicken link. This is a chicken link. You fucking niggas out there, man. Low-level beast-like niggas, man. Go ahead.
Leaders of the people, by their counsels and by their knowledge of learning, meet for the people.
Meet for the people. So the Lord endowed the men of the Lord. This is writing about the men of the Lord. You see? You got something? Go ahead.
Just to give you the other side, it says, this is Proverbs chapter 22, verse 29. Seest thou a man diligent in his business? He shall stand before kings. He shall not stand before mean men. All right, so you look up that word mean. All right, kashak, it says obscure, insignificant, low. Okay, so this work. If you diligent in your business, you ain't gonna be around those type of cats, man. You're gonna be around fellow kings,
right? People
who are looking to build the righteous temple of Yahweh Shemi Shai and have glory and power and rulership in the kingdom of the Most High, man. All right. So that decree of put up 2 videos once a week, it's gonna weed out a lot of whole ass niggas, man. Like it was, that was good play. Good call. That was a good call.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that was heavy to me. strategic.
So we
Man,
got a
the
lot of
spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua stuff is just being strategically done, but brothers don't have a spiritual mind. He ain't just saying stuff, man. Things are happening for a reason and being maneuvered in the spirit. And you gotta be in the mindset of this full ministry. You gotta be in the spirit, man, to understand it. You ain't in the spirit, you just gonna be fucking off somewhere else, man, left field.
We gotta get out of here. You realize the hell that we...
That's the truth gotta rest somewhere, right?
Shit.
So Sirach 44 and 5. Well, I'm gonna start back up in 4. It says, by their knowledge of learning meet for the people, wise and eloquent in their instructions, such as found out musical tunes and rejected verses in writing.
Yeah, Jake put that up on a video where they do a rap video. Yes, the men of the Lord were always into lyrics and all of that. But you gotta understand what times you in, man. And then that rap music y'all doing, that shit tacky as hell, man. You think King David will rock to that, man?
Hell no.
God, these niggas don't even use live instruments. They using the goddamn Fruity Loops, man. Use some live instruments, if anything, man. Because when David got in power, he set up a band, man. All that bullshit y'all doing, man. You go, hey, man. But we ain't in the time of that shit, man.
Yeah, Jake trying to decorate.
You trying to decorate your hell and think that, okay, well, they got rap music, but we go, no, we have the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and that's what we gonna magnify, man. If it ain't enough for you and you want to add to it and we got to put this twist to it and we don't use the oil, fuck the way the woman used the oil at the time of the Passover with the Messiah pouring it on him. Judas got angry and how his final decision, what made him go to the sell him out, Yahushua out, was the way that the oil was used. And that's ultimately, these niggas don't like the oil being wasted on the Messiah, man. Who's going to end all of this shit? Go ahead.
It's all about glorifying Yahushua, and ultimately, niggas hate Yahushua.
That's right.
Okay?
Right. Go ahead.
Verse 6, rich men furnished with ability, living peaceably in their habitations. All these were honored in their generations and were the glory of their times.
Mm-hmm.
There be of them that have left a name behind them.
They left the name, so that's pretty much it on that. You read that whole chapter, you read about the men of the Lord, man. They were beneficial to the nation, man. And right now, building and doing the work is beneficial to the nation, man. Not all this other shit that niggas are trying to glorify in, man. Let's go back here. Read verse 14 again, and then jump to chapter 2.
Haggai chapter 1, verse 14. And the Lord stirred up the spirit of Zerubbabel, the son of Shealtiel, governor of Judah, and the spirit of Joshua, the son of Josedek, the high priest, and the spirit of all the remnant of the people. And they came and did work in the house of the Lord of hosts, their power.
They came and did work. So they were like, hey, we believe in this thing. Well, hey, let's do the work. Go ahead. First, jump to chapter 2.
Chapter 2, verse 1.
Start at 2. No, start at 1.
Okay. Haggai chapter 2, verse 1. In the 7th month, in the 21st day of the month, came the word of the Lord by the prophet Haggai, saying, Speak now to Zerubbabel, the son of Shealtiel, governor of Judah, and to Joshua, the son of Josedek, the high priest, and to the residue of the people, saying, Who is left among you?
Who is left among you? That's what the apostles are saying. Who's left among you? Go ahead.
Who is left among you that saw this house in her first glory?
Go ahead.
And how do you see it now? Is it not your eyes in comparison of it as nothing?
Right. Go ahead. Jake won a glory in the physical. You remember that? Huh? We can read on it, man. How glorious it was, man. Go ahead.
Yet now be strong, O Zerubbabel, saith the Lord, and be strong, O Joshua, son of Josedek, the high priest, and be strong, all ye people of the land, saith the Lord, and work. So this is dealing with the leadership of the building of the temple, man. The Most High was dealing with those men. Now we hear about one of those men later on in Zechariah going off and having filthy garments. We ain't gonna get into that. Okay, go ahead. For I am with you, saith the Lord of hosts.
Go ahead.
According to the word that I covenanted with you when ye came out of Egypt, so my spirit remained.
So they were in Egypt. These particular men were back in Egypt leading. You see? There was always leadership. Go ahead.
So my spirit remaineth among you, fear ye not. For thus saith the Lord of hosts, yet once it is a little while, and I will shake the heavens, and the earth, and the sea, and the dry land.
Okay.
And I will shake all nations, and the desire of all nations shall come. And I will fill this house with glory, saith the Lord of hosts.
He go fill this house with glory. Go ahead.
The silver is mine, and the gold is mine, saith the Lord of hosts.
Men on the earth glorifying silver and gold. The Lord said, silver and gold is mine. Man. Okay, go ahead.
The glory of this latter house shall be greater than the former.
Right, the glory of this latter house is going to be greater than the former, man. So everybody wants to glory in the law. Everybody wants to glory in this. But through Yahushua, the house is going to be way greater than it's ever been, man. Go ahead.
And in this place will I give peace, said the Lord of hosts.
Right, and we going to have peace, man. So right now, we're building that latter house, man. All right? Let's get Zechariah 4, and then we'll get out of here in a minute.
I got a couple precepts.
Nehemiah. Go ahead.
This is Apostle Hall again. It says, Luke 4:28. For as it was your mind to go astray from the Most High, from Yahweh Shah, so being returned, seek him 10 times more. All right. GMS North Carolina 24, 1 Thessalonians 5 and 20. Despise not prophesying. Prove all things.
Prove it. You believe, nigga, prove it. Okay, now, we do curse you niggas out. But where's your proof of your belief in the foundation of Yahweh? Yeah, we curse you out. And we prove in the Bible that you was going to come and be a wild brute beast in the last day.
Yeah, we prove that you lack faith.
We prove that you lack faith. What outside of we're crazy and we're going, what is your proof of Yahweh, the Most High's word? Go ahead.
Right. Hold fast that which is good. All right. This is Nehemiah. You want to start at one?
You got some more on that? Is there some more? Sound of the trumpet.
Let's start here.
Yeah.
Nehemiah chapter 4, verse 14. And I looked and rose up and said to unto the nobles and to the rulers and the rest of the people, be not ye afraid of them.
Be not afraid of these scoffers, because when you read about the rebuilding of the temple under the decree of Cyrus, I think, right? Cyrus that gave the decree that we can rebuild, right?
I believe in Cyrus, yeah.
Right. Or particular people sent up. So understand that while you building, man, there are going to be certain things that come to you, man, that try to hinder your building. And you got to continue to build. Artaxerxes?
It says, this is Nehemiah 2 and 1, and it came to pass in the month Nisan, in the 20th year of Artaxerxes, the king, that the wine was before him, and now took up the wine and gave it to the king, and now it had not been before time sat in his presence. Well, okay, he says, yeah, I think it was Artaxerxes got Cyrus's decree or something like that.
Right.
It's in Ezra. But
right.
yeah, we'll get that another time.
Right.
Jeremiah 4 and 14, and I looked. Nehemiah 4 and 1, just so we can get the point, then I'll skip over.
Right.
But it came to pass that when Sanballat heard that we built the wall, he was wroth and took great indignation.
Right, so these people are wroth because we're building the temple. We're rebuilding our protection, man. So these people are mad, bro. These people that are coming up against us, they came up against us doing our own rebuild. They came up against us in Egypt. They came up against us at the time of the Yahushua when he walked the earth. All of these people are back here today. Be not afraid. Go ahead.
And he spake before his brethren in the army of Samaria and said, what do these feeble Jews? Will they fortify themselves? Will they sacrifice? Will they make an end in a day?
Right, and that's ultimately what they think of us. And you got niggas that take hold to the same mind frame of the oppression. What these niggas do, they doing? Faith? Go ahead.
Will they revive the stones out of the heaps of the rubbish which are burnt? Okay. Let's skip forward and let's go to Nehemiah 4:15. It says, and it came to pass when our enemies heard that it was known unto us, and the Most High had brought their counsel to naught, that we return all of us to the wall, every one unto his work.
Everyone into his work.
All right.
We got work to do, man. Ain't time for all this bullshitting and playing games.
Yeah, and the work is not carnal. The work is spiritual. The work is the ministry. The work is the teaching and everything that goes around it. Okay. Being a brother amongst yourselves, the preaching, mainly the preaching. Okay. But the full body of the ministry, man. That's the building. That's the labor. That's the work. Okay. It encompasses keeping the commandments to the best of your ability. All right. It encompasses prophesying and all the other teachings that go along with it. Okay. Back to Nehemiah 15. It came to pass when our enemies heard that it was known unto us, and the Most High had brought their counsel to naught, that we returned all of us to the wall, every one unto his work. And it came to pass from that time forth that the half of my servants wrought in the work, and the other half of them held both the spears and the shields and the bows and the habergeons, and the rulers were behind all the house of Judah.
They were defending, man. Everybody had their role. Now the work is it's spiritual. You have your role, man. You got to fulfill that. You can't be the third titty no more. Go ahead.
It says, they was building on the wall, and they that bear burdens with those that laid it. Everyone with one of his hands wrought in the work, and with the other hand held a weapon.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. For the builders, everyone had his sword girded by his side.
Now what is our sword? Because they actually had swords because the enemy was coming at them, trying to stop them from building. Now the enemy is coming at us through the spirit, and these people don't understand why they're coming against us. They don't want the rebuilding of that temple because do as thou wilt is about to be put to rest under our rule. Not being in order is going to be put to rest under our rule. So ultimately, all these Israelite groups are fighting against the men of the Lord, man. Go ahead. This is the lot we go come under, man. We gonna work. Go ahead.
For the builders, everyone had his sword girded by his side, and so builded. And he that sounded the trumpet was by me. And I said unto
sounded the trumpet. Now what's the sound of the trumpet? Go ahead. Nothing new under the sun, man. Go ahead. Yeah, keep going.
And I said unto the nobles and to the rulers and to the rest of the people, the work is great
This is
and
what
large.
the apostles were saying. This is what they get the harborers, laborers.
Yeah, because I think Apostle Tahar had posted that one.
Yeah, we'll get that.
We'll get that in a minute. The laborers of few.
Yeah, we'll end off on that, but let's read this.
Okay.
All the way to. So this is what the apostles are saying. Read that again.
Yeah. And I said unto the nobles and to the rulers and to the rest of the people, the work is great and large, and we are separated upon the wall.
The work is great and large, and we're separated on the wall. Are we not separated now? Are we not scattered throughout the four corners of the earth? The Most High is bad, man. And his word is to be magnified, glory, and worshipped. You see? Because this is the only understanding that we have of his will. Okay?
One far from another.
We're far from another, right? Go ahead.
In what place, therefore, ye hear the sound of the trumpet, resort ye thither unto us.
Wherever you hear the sound of the trumpet, that's where you resort to. My sheep hear my voice. They sung, as it were, a new song. This is an instrument. Like the Pied Piper, they followed him off a cliff, I think, and fell into a ditch or something, man. You're supposed to follow righteousness. You're supposed to understand where the voice of the Lord lays. Go ahead.
You see, yeah, it's not supposed to be uncertain.
Yeah, it ain't gonna be uncertain. Go ahead.
For our power shall fight for us.
Our power shall fight for us. African Bambooty, all this stuff that's happening all over the world. World War III being, that's for us, man. So how much more us fighting for him? He doing all of this stuff on the earth for your ass, and you just sitting back. Go ahead.
So we labored in the work.
So we labored in the work. Go ahead.
And half of them held the spears from the rising of the morning
Defending. Go ahead.
till the stars appeared.
Uh-huh.
Likewise, at the same time, said I unto the people, let everyone with his servant lodge within Jerusalem, that in the night they may be a guard to us and labor on the day.
Labor. So it was 24/7 laboring. Certain people had particular tasks. Some more.
So neither I, nor my brethren, nor my servants, nor the men of the guard which follow me, none of us put off our clothes, saving that every one.
And I'm pretty sure people walk up to him. Yeah, your clothes dirty. You look crazy. Blah 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 blah. They didn't glory in that. We got the real garment, the beautiful garments, the incorruptible crown. You can have that corruptible madness. All right, you get that? That we roll out.
This is Sirach. This is GMS Child of Light. Sirach 7:15. Hate not laborer's work, neither husbandry, which the Most High hath ordained.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right. He ordained it. Somebody got to do it. Somebody gonna do it. Either if it ain't you, somebody gonna do it because it's written. Go ahead. Let's finish on that.
Matthew?
Yeah.
Matthew chapter 9, I'll start at verse 36 and read to the end. But when he saw the multitudes, he was moved with compassion on them, because they fainted and were scattered abroad as sheep having no shepherd.
Has sheep having no shepherd. Our people are scattered abroad this world and they don't have a sheep. They don't know the left from right, like it says of the men of Nineveh. Okay? They didn't know what to do. Our people don't know what's going on, man. They being led falsely, man. And we say we want to see the rebuilding of that. We want to see the kingdom of heaven come. Go ahead.
Then said he unto his disciples, the harvest truly is plenteous.
The harvest is plenty. There's plenty of work to do. Okay?
But the laborers are few.
But the laborers are few. Go ahead.
Pray therefore the Lord of the harvest that he will send forth laborers into his harvest.
Right, but that starts with yourself, man. That action starts with you. Be a part of it. You want to see a change on the earth? Well, be a part of that change, man. All right? That's all I got to say.
Yeah, man, and watch through the spirit of Yahweh Shemel Shai. His brother start pushing this word. As his word start being pushed, watch how much these events start popping off on the planet Earth, man. Watch, okay? And they're going to come against us. They're going to come against us, but through the spirit of Yahweh Shemel Shai, we're being refined. And this labor is what's hardening us, man. This labor is what's hardening us, okay?
2 Thessalonians 3:10. For even when we were with you, this we commanded you, that if any would not work, neither should he eat.
Yeah, man, you're not going to eat of basically the reward that's going to be given to the righteous, okay?
Yeah.
And the apostle just posted that at 2 Timothy 4 again, man. It talks about the make full proof of thy ministry, okay? And I'm telling you, man, the heavy part of that being proved is your faith being proved. The fiery trial. The fiery trial. Okay? So all these things are needful for the body of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, so we can come into perfection and get up out of here, man. Okay?
So with that, man, Barakatah Yahweh,
Barakatah Yahweh,
Barakatah Yahweh Shai,
Barakatah Yahweh Shai,
Barakatah Yahweh,
Barakatah Yahweh,
Barakatah Yahweh Shai,
Barakatah Yahweh Shai,
Barakatah Yahweh,
Barakatah Yahweh,
Barakatah Yahweh Shai.
Barakatah Yahweh Shai.
All praise to Yahweh,
Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai.
Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone who rule well. Blessings to the serious-minded brothers, the elect, scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. Shalom.
Shalom.